and our hopes of victory in America have utterly disappeared, I forbid anyone from thinking of peace. My insane rage for revenge lives on, and only the total enslavement of my American subjects will lay it to rest. Gentlemen, what the king speaks is madness, and you, Lord North, must tell him so.
Betty, why did you come to me? You know I'm a close friend of the Colonel's.
Master said you're the finest attorney in town. And you were there in Master's study a few years back, writing those other words about freedom everybody was saying.
You mean back in '73? When we discussed a Bill of Rights and a Constitution for Massachusetts?
Yes, sir. When I was waiting at table, I was keeping still and minding things. I heard you, gentlemen. In all you said, I never heard but that all people are free and equal. I thought long about it and figured I'd see whether I did not come in among them.
Sir, you must help. Has a slave ever won her freedom in court before?
Yes, Sarah. A number of times. But those cases were always based on a master promising freedom to his slave and then breaking that promise. Colonel Ashley made no such promise to Betty.
So you won't take Betty's case?
On the contrary, that's exactly why I will take Betty's case.
Yahoo!
I do not care what that vile Mr. Charles Fox says in Parliament. I do not care what anyone says in Parliament. Lord North, I do not care what anyone says in the entire world. I shall quit my throne before I shall break apart this British Empire which I love and serve. I shall never surrender to those American rebels. Never!
This is a great opportunity for us.
Let's hope they free the poor woman.
Can Mumbet win, Mrs. Adams?
She has fine lawyers in Mr. Sedgwick and Mr. Tapping Reeve.
And she has right on her side.
Yes, Sarah. We shall see whether those two weapons are strong enough to carry the day.
Is that the jury?
It is.
But all the jurors are men, and they're all white. How will Mumbet get a fair trial?
Give them some credit, Sarah. Perhaps they'll understand we are all the same race. The human race.
Judge, on behalf of Colonel Ashley, who has served his state and country so well in so many ways, we ask that this case be dismissed immediately.
What? Will they do that?
And that Bet be returned to her lawful residence, the home of Colonel Ashley.
Order! On what grounds, sir?
Judge, the custom of our nation considers slavery to be right and correct. Bet is the lawful Negro slave of John Ashley. Colonel Ashley can testify to that. It is a simple question of ownership, you see. Therefore, we ask you to return Bet to Colonel Ashley immediately.
That's outrageous! Good justice will be done!
Your Highness! Now my cowardly Premier, Lord North, has sent me his resignation. They are all against me. But I shall not accept this. And I shall not let my colonies go. The British Empire, like these hounds, is strong. The rebels, like the fox, are weak.
Majesty, I'm afraid sometimes the fox does escape the hound.
The court rejects Colonel Ashley's motion to dismiss this case. Mr. Sedgwick, you may speak for your client.
Thank you, Judge. In the past, a slave in Massachusetts has been freed only when a master went back on a promise to free that slave. But we would like to make two different arguments. Two new arguments. First, no Massachusetts law has ever established slavery as legal. I defy Colonel Ashley to show me one that does. Second, even more importantly, even if such a law did exist, it would be canceled out by our state's new constitution. As my client has so wisely pointed out to me, our Massachusetts Constitution states, all men are born free and equal and have certain natural, essential, and unalienable rights, among which may be reckoned the right of enjoying their liberties. Gentlemen, Betty cannot be the lawful slave of Colonel John Ashley for a very simple reason. Slavery is unlawful.
It's just a scrape, Catherine. You're gonna be fine. You ready to catch your brother now?
Betty?
Yes, Sarah?
What will you do if you lose?
Honey, my husband, rest in peace, died in this war. So we all could be free from your friends back in England. Not so some of us could be slaves to some others of us. Somehow, sometime, me and Lil Bet are gonna be free. And you can count on that.
Betty, Sarah, the jury's coming back.
Gentlemen, have you reached a decision?
We have, Judge. We find that Bet is not now, nor has she ever been, the legal servant or property of John Ashley. We award 30 shillings in damages to Bet and order John Ashley to pay her for all her service since she was 21 years old. We also declare that John Ashley shall pay all court costs.
Congratulations to us all.
This is a great day.
Isn't it wonderful?
All our people shall be free.
You got him, Catherine. Good going.
Friends, friends, to courage, to freedom, to Mum Bet.
To Mum Bet! Hooray!
Hooray! I've given myself a new name, a free name. From this moment on, I'm Elizabeth Freeman.
Elizabeth Freeman! Hooray!
Betty, I'm hoping you'll come back and work for me. For salary, of course. We sure could use you back.
Thank you, mister. But I'm gonna stay here with the Sedgwicks. They've done nothing but treat me right. And with 10 children and Mrs. Sedgwick ill, somebody's gotta do the cooking.
I'll leave you to it then. Goodbye, Betty.
Girls, it sure feels good to call that man Mister instead of Master. You're free, baby. Just like I always promised. You're free.
My good friends, King George has come to his senses. He wishes to negotiate peace with France and with the new United States of America. Perhaps I ought to make that announcement again.
And Mother, there's more good news. Another slave by the name of Cork Walker sued for his freedom in the Supreme Court of Massachusetts, and also won. The decision will surely lead to slavery being outlawed in Massachusetts. Listen to what the Chief Justice said. Slavery took its origin from European nations and the British government. But a different idea has taken place here in America. Everyone is born free and equal. Everyone is entitled to liberty and to have it guarded.
Slavery is, in my judgment, as effectively abolished as it can be.
Thank you, Mr. Ashley.
Mother, these long overdue decisions for liberty give me new hope for my new country. Our new country. I hope and trust that the horror of slavery will soon be abolished in the rest of our 13 states. Forever. For Mother, if one American is not free, none of us are.